One of the best doctors you've never heard of is Roque Blanco, the medical examiner for the National Forensic Science Service. Upon completion of a master's degree, he became the first and only forensic anthropologist in Belize who can examine skeletal remains and determine the manner and cause of death.
I then served my country during the COVID year, one COVID year at the KHMH, working there, doing my internship, completing my internship successfully as the intern of the year at KHMH. It was very enlightening experience.
KHMH is where Dr. Blanco formed a friendship with colleague Javier Brito during the COVID era.
Well, it was hard times, so during that time we have to overwhelm ourselves to take care of the Belizean population. It was a hard time, but we enjoyed it because we love the healthcare system and the career.
Jian Cho, Executive Director of the National Forensic Science Service, explains how Blanco has contributed to the science and capacity in Belize and the region.
His role as part of the Medical Examiner's Office has been, aside from his duties to conduct post-mortem examinations and support the death investigation process, whether for criminal or non-criminal cases. He's also been crucial in uplifting the standards by which the department, not only the Medical Examiner's Office, but also the Forensic Lab and Scenes of Crime Unit. When you have someone like him pushing for capacity building, for development of more procedures or scopes, such as forensic anthropology, it serves to raise the other units and the other services that the department provides. A crucial part that Dr. Blanco has also helped to develop within the department over the years is what we call decedent identification, or in simple terms, who died, who is this person that died. And a lot of John Does or Jane Does, the unidentified human remains, the skeletonized remains, sometimes it's just a jawbone that you find. That forensic anthropology part to determining who the identity of this person. And right now he's the only forensic anthropologist that we have on staff, and I believe in the country, that is working to set that foundation. Tattoo rehydration, Dr. Blanco has also helped to make a lot of strides in terms of identifying bodies if there's still skin and flesh, and there's tattoos which are usually able to identify someone by. He actually worked on developing an in-house method based on what other medical examiners have done in Mexico, where you rehydrate the person's skin, and then you can actually visualize what was not visible before due to dehydration of tissue. He has presented on this technique at regional conferences in the Caribbean. Medical examiners from other countries, I think one from the USA reached out last year and asked, can I please get in contact with Dr. Blanco to get his rehydration technique, right? So people from the USA, from the Caribbean, have been noticing the work that he has contributed to decedent identification in cases where there's advanced decomposition.
Have been perfecting it little by little until we managed to get a solution that we can use not only for that case, but for many other cases. I have shared it with in presentations across the Caribbean, and I have been asked to contribute to those cases. Also, as a medical examiner, we have worked on many cases in which they were apparent suicides, and after a careful investigation of the body and dissections, special dissections, we managed to find that they were acts of homicide.
The doctor is now a patient. When he was 20 years old, he was diagnosed with juvenile diabetes. For the past 2 months, Dr. Blanco has been receiving dialysis at Belize Healthcare Partners.
I've been battling with diabetes for the past 25 years, and which led to a kidney problem. which has been worsening, declining over the last year and a half. Yeah, okay. Well, I have type 1 diabetes, which is called juvenile diabetes, which is a diabetes which is insulin dependent. You usually get it when you're younger than the usual persons, like the usual diabetes, which is type 2. I also recently found over the weekend that I have a autoimmune condition which affects my thyroid, which is called Hashimoto's thyroiditis, which makes the kidney problem worse. Dialysis is just the treatment is not a cure. So in order for me to live a better life, a healthier life, a more productive life, I need to get a kidney transplant, which costs about approximately $120,000 Belize to get it completed. Yeah, I have one of my sisters who's a potential donor.
The day after he spent 4 hours in dialysis treatment, Dr. Blanco was giving a free medical clinic in his hometown, Orange Walk.
Oh, just a clinic day or a free clinic day that on my behalf. It's just a small token of my appreciation to the public, to give back something to the community.
His friend, Javier Brito, is the dialysis manager at Healthcare Partners and now oversees his care twice a week.
It's a huge difference because there are a lot of things that he need to get adjust, and he was used to deal as a doctor, not as a patient. So it's a huge transition, but the idea of make all these things is to make possible the transplant for him, so he can be fully on the field and without limitations. It's very important to put our hand in our hearts, and for people that have been put their life on risk, is the minimum that we can do is going to be a huge difference, and will make a difference, and will help him to achieve these objectives, that is make the transplant for him. So it's something that all of us, we can do it together to help him, so we can get through with that.
If you would like to assist in the fundraising for his transplant, you can deposit to Atlantic Bank account number 211-52705 or the Gofundme. Jose Sanchez reporting.